Während der letzten 5 Jahre hat das Dritte Reich mit seinem Begehren nach Lebensraum fast ganz Europa beherrscht. All das ändert sich.
Sieh dir das an. Was machen wir bloß?
Wir wählen sie aus. Was sonst?
Father always said you were a positive thinker. These boys and old men are so green, they haven't even fired rifles before. And yet, these are the best Germany can provide us.
Enjoy the war while you can, Wolfgang. The peace will be hell. Remember what Mother used to say. Make Earth your heaven.
If this is heaven, little brother, then we best stay away from hell. Add action stations!
Panzergrenadiers, ready for orders.
Kampfgruppe, listen up. Man the AA guns and shoot down all enemy craft. Anti-aircraft batteries manned. Fill the skies with tracers. Aircraft incoming. Fire at will. Get over to the HQ. There's an AA battery that needs to be manned.
Formations of fighter bombers and transports are inbound and wreaking havoc on our Kampfgruppe. We have lost contact with the Field Marshal's HQ in Arnhem and with the other division's commanders. Seems the Yanks and the Brits targeted our communications first, as on D-Day.
Until we re-establish contact, Kampfgruppe Leer will defend Wolfhetze. Have the Panzer Grenadiers man the anti-aircraft guns at these positions. I've taken the initiative to recall light vehicles from the 130th Regiment to defend against the commandos. We must alert Division Command and Major General Voss. This is no simple attack if the enemy is dropping paratroopers in broad daylight. Stay strong and I'll see you on the other side.
Make ready all defensive positions. Deploy security screen to intercept any of their assault teams. And defend all Flugabwehr AA positions.
AA, Flugabwehrwaffe gun under attack! Am Arschlecken! Get support over there! Verdammt! AA battery taking heavy fire! Need support!
All Kampfgruppe Leer stations report an apparent halt in enemy activity. Additional gliders were sighted landing heavy equipment nearby. The Tommies are either digging in or preparing for offensive operations, Hauptmann.
The commandos are likely to try to make a push for Wolfhetze. Securing the rail yard would give them a base from which to attack Arnhem. Have the Kampfgruppe set up defenses at these critical locations along the railroad. Brother, make sure you man the 88s and target any enemy vehicles you see. Equip the Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks for additional firepower. Prevent any and all British forces from moving past Wolfhetze.
Incoming message from forward sector.
We have 3 confirmed enemy glider sightings. Form up and assault their positions. The British will be guarding their gliders fiercely. Destroy them before we are overwhelmed. Jeep movement spotted. Forward element report enemy jeeps headed down the road. They're going to try and break through at the rail station.
Flugabwehrwaffe gun under attack! Am Arschlecken! Get support over there!
Well done. All of the enemy jeeps have been stopped. Radio the Division Command Center in Arnhem to mobilize in case of other airborne attacks.
The September snow is upon us.
And on such a warm day, no less.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Swarms of troopers storming Paris, the power of the Blitzkrieg, a beach-made fortress. The beauty of the war machine has subtle power.
Our enemy falls from the heavens, Henser. Wolfhetzer is secure, brother. It is safe to expect the enemy to secure the drop zones and prepare defenses. The longer we take, the more time they have to dig in.
We still do not have contact with Division and Major General Voss, which means we're on our own. Assemble the Kampfgruppe and begin offensive operations at once. Until we have orders otherwise, our task will be to dislodge the invaders from Wolfhetze. Have the Kampfgruppe move in and neutralize the enemy drop zones before they have time to get comfortable. In preparation for an assault, requisition reinforcements from the HQ and company command here. That's all, Aldrich. I'm counting on you.
We hold everything south of Wolfhetze, but the enemy power forces are controlling the outlying area. Assemble yourselves into combat groups and move to clear resistance in the drop zones. Snipers! I will award a medal to the soldier who kills the most snipers. They're using all snipers eliminated. Your medal awaits you. The drop zone has been cleared. Keep momentum and move out.
Squad has secured
Precisely the kind of performance I like to see. Drop zone is clear. Bravo, Kampfgruppen. 3 of the drop zones have been cleared. Only 1 remains. Another paradrop. Kampfgruppe at action stations. Well executed. You've managed to levy the counter-offensive. Kampfgruppe Leer remains in control of Wolfhetze.
Why didn't you radio sooner?
It's another one of Tommy's tricks.
They want Major General Voss.
No. Germany is their aim. What does it mean, Major General?
Are you familiar with the tale of Hänsel and Gretel? We found the children's crumbs. There will be no way home. We are losing more than 70 kilometers a day on the front of British and American forces. They now seek passage into Germany. Holland would be their gateway. The British 1st and 3rd Parachute Battalions are moving towards Arnhem, and the 4th to the rail bridge near Oosterbeek. The American 82nd and 101st Airborne are pushing for Best and Nijmegen. Using their beloved 30th Corps, they intend to push up Highway 69 towards Arnhem, uniting paratrooper drop zones along their path. Kampfgruppe Leer is to stall 30th Corps' advancement and destroy the enemy's precious drop zones. We must stop this Operation Market Garden.
To the bridge! Get down the road! We must destroy the bridge before the Tommies lock it down.
Taking MG fire. They've got the Brad waiting for us.
Just keep moving. We need to get to the bridge.
Soldat, what are you doing? Return to your primary objectives.
Hervorragend. The area is cleared of all enemy forces. Get a Goliath to the bridge, and quickly.
An enemy unit has fallen.
Leer has done it! The damn Brits and armies will need to find another way across the river. Good gang, it's finished. The bridge is destroyed.
Now that the bridge is destroyed, it is imperative that we expand our defensive line. The British 1st Airborne has paused its assault and is probably regrouping. Hauptmann Berger, have your troops establish our front and order your brother to prevent the British from reaching Arnhem. Reports also indicate that the paratroopers have taken the heights. Send a combat patrol to the area.
We must move quickly and capture these points. We do not know when the commandos will renew their attack. Once the area is secured, the Luftwaffe will be sending in support along with Fallschirmjäger squads.
Voss better know what he's doing, brother. Destroying that bridge also cut off our own reinforcements.
Kampfgruppe Leer, we must now expand our defensive positions. By securing these 2 points, we can expand our front lines.
Combat groups assemble and move on that command point.
Elements of the 1st Airborne enemy combat groups are regrouping in Oosterbeek. They have the intention of making a push beyond Oosterbeek and into Arnhem.
It is essential that we protect the way to Arnhem from every approach. These are the main roads from Oosterbeek to Arnhem. We can expect a fierce push to secure the roads, here and here. If for some reason we lose ground on these positions, have the Kampfgruppe fall back to these secondary defenses. Stay strong, hold your ground, and keep the British out of Arnhem. Additional reinforcements have arrived. Luftwaffe ground forces can help fortify the area with barbed wire and sandbags. They can also construct the 20mm flak Vierlings and the versatile 88mm anti-aircraft cannon. The Luftwaffe is central to our defensive operations and should complement Kampfgruppe Leer nicely.
If we have time, secure the target of opportunity as a secondary objective.
The storm is finally here. The British don't have the balls to fly in bad weather. Scheiße! Gliders!
You've done it. My congratulations, Kampfgruppe. The Major General will be pleased. The enemy is retreating, and the air assault has been called off. Hold these positions. Do not mount a forward offensive.
With the bridge at Oosterbeek destroyed, enemy forces must now find a new passage into Arnhem. Tommy's 30th Corps is moving steadily up Highway 69, dubbed Hell's Highway. It'll be our job to make good on that name. Kampfgruppe Leer is to block the enemy war machine from further advancement.
Kampfgruppe Leer at attention. Move into Falkensward and clear the lead enemy elements. Form up into combat groups and advance on the target.
The Kampfgruppe's reconnaissance report that the British 30th Corps should be arriving in our sector shortly. Highway 69 will lead them right through the town of Falkensward. Here. The Tommy's lead elements have already deployed into the town and are currently attempting to establish a base of operations.
The enemy forces are led by British tank commander Earl Woomer. Move into the city and eliminate his combat group. Once they've withdrawn, garrison the local cathedral. Establish a line of supply and set up a forward HQ here. Proceed immediately. We need to infiltrate the town quickly in order to ambush 30th Corps.
Commonwealth command tank eliminated. 30th Corps forward observers are retreating from the Falkensward. We need to establish a forward base of operations quickly.
Garrison the cathedral and upgrade it to a field barracks. It will act as a forward base of operations for our Kampfgruppe.
A supply line must be in place to support any forward HQ position. Assemble the troops and have them secure the strategic points along the road. It's the only way to get a supply line operational to forward lines.
The enemy's recon forces have retreated out of Falkensward. Kampfgruppe Grenadiers have moved in to establish an HQ in the town cathedral. Here. 30th Corps will be arriving shortly. Previous encounters with the 9th Panzer SS Division indicate the formation is heavily armored.
30th Corps orders are to advance up the highway and link their drop zones through this area. Kampfgruppe Leer must prevent the British forces from capturing any of the strategic sectors along this roadway and delay the column. Assemble the Kampfgruppe and set up defensive positions just outside the village. Build roadblocks here and here. If we can delay the 30th Corps until nightfall, we'll buy enough time for Kampfgruppe Leer to deal with the additional paratrooper landings to the north.
Grenadiers, assemble yourselves and move to the grid locations north of town. Set up defenses. We need AT weapons and road obstructions. Our enemy will be arriving shortly. Move!
Supply lines to the church have been established.
Fire.
Have the troops man any abandoned AT guns they find. Kampfgruppen. Additional mortars will be critical in delaying 30th Corps. Set up the Panzerjäger command structure near the church in order to deploy them.
Ready for the church.
Loud and clear.
Employ booby-trapping tactics on structures in Falkensward to prevent Tommies from taking cover among the buildings.
The cathedral is garrisoned. Now establish a field barracks. Grenadiers have established a forward barracks. There is a park east of the church, ideal for forward base building.
We must ready preparations for the British 30th Corps.
We need to move quickly. Direct additional recruits to begin establishing a base.
Excellent. We must delay 30th Corps. If possible, order your men to set charges on strategic points along the roadway.
Structure complete. Call up the martyrs.
Understood. Move quickly.
Call in some martyrs. Deploy them around the town to ambush any counterattack.
They must not advance a kilometer up that highway. Keep your wits about you.
The 30th Corps column has moved into the area. Prepare the assault.
Lieutenant Deinhardt, assemble a fighting patrol and booby trap that strategic point. If necessary, scotch the area.
Ready and fire.
Smoke. 30th Corps is taking the road. Secure the area.
Kampfgruppe, don't give up. Hold the road at all costs. Don't waste time placing roadblocks in the open. Deploy them beside hard targets so vehicles can't drive around them. We want to deny them access to ground or funnel them into kill zones. Kampfgruppe Leer, we must keep them from further advancement.
Troops are reporting self-propelled artillery guns moving into range. Spread the troops out to minimize casualties. Gather a fighting patrol. We need to destroy their artillery. Able to provide air support. Allied planes are grounded. Pose no threat. Mark targets of opportunities. The bombers can take them out.
Just delay 30th Corps a little longer. They're bound to give up soon. Such turf tactics have been approved by High Command. If we have to, burn the strategic point to deny the enemy access. But remember, it will also impede our forces from using the resources. The sun is setting. The hour of victory is at hand. Outstanding performance, Kampfgruppe Leer. 30th Corps must pull back and regroup. That should delay their advancement until tomorrow morning. Gather your Soldaten. We need to relocate to Best.
The British 30th Corps has been stalled by Kampfgruppe Leer, preventing any hopes the enemy may have of a hasty advancement. Despite this, they continue their progress towards Germany. Enemy movements indicate they will be attempting to cross over the Wilhelmina Canal at best. Kampfgruppe Leer is to destroy the bridge prior to the arrival of 30th Corps. Do not fail me.
The house is in shambles, Mother says. Without a roof. The family has relocated to Uncle's estate in Duisburg.
Tell me, dear brother, what in God's good name are we fighting for? The fatherland is destroyed! We have no home!
Give up now and we fight for nothing! Do not let the American propaganda fool you.
Americans! Get over there! Move over to that position!
American paratroopers! Defend our positions!
They're retreating!
Kampfgruppe Leer, we must wait for further orders before committing to an assault. Brother, we have American paratroopers dropping on our heads. They have already taken the bridge, here, and secured a number of drop zones. To make matters worse, the rest of our Kampfgruppe is still en route from Best.
We must hold Best until Voss and the troops from Falkensward arrive. Aldrich, mobilize the troops, neutralize the drop zones and delay the 30th Corps until we can link up with Voss and the Kampfgruppe. Kampfgruppe at attention!
Security pickets have reported 5 major drop zones in the area. The locations must be seized to stop any further paradrops. Forward observers are sighting a massive column moving into the area. We have some time before they arrive, but we cannot let them cross the bridge. The road to Arnhem must be protected.
That's one less staging point for the Americans.
The British 30th Corps has arrived. We must...
Marching order. Spread out.
Go ahead, Commander. We are ready. Squad moving out.
Hauptmann Berger, We've lost contact with Falkenswart. The 9th SS is unaccounted for. This means the 30th Corps is pushing hard for best. We cannot risk allowing them to gain a foothold. The bridge must be destroyed. The Kampfgruppe demolition crew has been stalled by engine troubles, but their transport will drop them at this location when they arrive. As soon as the pioneers arrive, wire the bridge with demolitions. What we need now is swift action. Destroy that damn bridge.
The enemy will be pushing hard across the bridge and maintain a secure path along Highway 69. If they are successful at advancing any of their command trucks past Best, the initiative will have been lost. Kampfgruppe Leer will provide defensive support for the demolitions crew upon their arrival.
The demolitions crew transport has arrived. Get those pioneers to the bridge. Do not let good men die. The pioneers need support. Their work is delicate, and they are not easily replaced. Headquarters wants the bridge destroyed. We need to wire it before the trucks can cross.
We must now secure Arnhem. Enemy paratroopers control the area and have been holding off German forces for 3 days now. Elements of the 9th SS Panzer Division have already been laid to waste. If all opposing forces are not neutralized by Kampfgruppe Leer, our enemies will cross the Rhine and into our homeland without opposition. Germany must not be brought to its knees again as it was in 1918. Destroy the occupiers.
British commandos have held the bridge at Arnhem for 3 days now, giving them clear passage across the Rhine River. 2nd Battalion is embedded throughout the city. Forward observers indicate the enemy has commandeered a number of captured heavy weapons. In addition to these pockets of resistance, the urban terrain of Arnhem is riddled with wrecks and blockades. A clear path may prove difficult to find.
Our success has become increasingly critical. Königstiger, King Tigers are in support to assist with blockade removal. Assemble them into combat groups with infantry and advance into the city. I will make additional armor support available once Kampfgruppe Leer has secured these roads to the bridge. Without airdrops to resupply or 30th Corps reinforcement, the British paraforces are now facing grave circumstances. Capturing these 2 munitions depots will effectively cut off their supply chain and starve out the Englishmen.
Kampfgruppe Leer, it is the time for action. Use the King Tiger to forge a path to the main roads.
Incoming artillery fire! They're using our nebs! One of the depots must be supplying those Nebelwerfers. Cut off their supplies. The Brits need the ammo to keep firing. Take them! 88! English, they're using our guns against us!
Kampfgruppe has secured the 2nd road into Arnhem. The road is now open for reinforcements. Wolfgang, all road objectives are secure. It's only a matter of time until the British come walking out.
Form up the combat groups and wait for new orders.
Hauptmanberger, we have an incoming radio transmission from Major General Voss.
Patch it through, Deinhardt.
I have just received a report indicating elements of the 9th SS Panzer Division have fallen to the enemy in Nijmegen. The Tommies have taken the bridge. The only thing between Kampfgruppe Leer and 30th Corps is a 20-kilometer stretch of open road on Highway 69. It is now critical to secure the paths into the city and capture that godforsaken bridge. This is our chance to break their backs. Their command and control is being orchestrated from the buildings on either side of the bridge. Secure the area and capture these points. Be swift. Time is not something we have the luxury of. Arnhem is almost ours.
Kampfgruppe Leer, we must take the bridge. 30th Corps has advanced beyond Nijmegen and will be arriving shortly.
And your mission is
Ammunition captured and secured.
Germans are starting us out, sir. 35%. Mein Kampf. Munitions depot is secure. Advise position is secure. Capture munitions depot. Start to destroy the tanks and supplies.
There is only one supply target left. Move to the grid location, secure and capture the area.
All elements of the 13th Corps are inbound.
Don't worry, they can no longer reach on. Destroy anything that tries to cross the bridge. The remainder of the enemy forces will be pulling back to regroup in Falkenswart.
Out of ammo! God save the king!
Haha! The bridge is ours! Wolfgang, we've done it! The bridge across the Rhine is ours!
Excellent work, Kampfgruppe Leer. Clear the wreckage on the roadway and call up command. The bridge is open for business.
What should we do with all these prisoners?
Let's line them up and march them out.
Nicht schießen! Nicht schießen!
Come on, keep it moving.
These men fought well. They should be proud. Strange. For a second, I thought I knew that one.
My brother, they are the enemy. Don't forget that.
Are you so sure about that? They look like soldiers to me.
Now that we have Arnhem in our grasp, Kampfgruppe Leer can focus on delaying and disorganizing the 30th Corps' advancement up Highway 69. Dutch intelligence indicates a set of British HQs has been established in Falkenwald since we last defeated them there. We will cut off the heads of British command and let them bathe in their own bitter blood, sending any remaining enemy forces into total disarray.
Father gave you a good brain. Now use it!
Oberleutnant Deinhardt died for a noble effort. We have now identified the main line of the 30th Corps' defenses here in Falkenswald. I'm relying on you, Hauptmann Berger, to locate the remaining enemy HQs. Expect the 30th Corps HQ to be heavily defended. Those Brits know a thing or two about defenses. English officers are renowned for their pompousness. They'll be sure to commandeer every division in their corps to hold the town. I've provided Kampfgruppe Leer additional support with the use of the Schweren Panzerjäger 5 Jagdpanther. A Jagdpanther can handle anything our Kampfgruppen may encounter. Your brother Aldrich has reported to Oosterbeek in order to coordinate the Kampfgruppe's defensive effort there. I'm relying on you, Wolfgang, to locate and destroy the remaining 30th Corps HQs in Falkenswald. Good hunting, Hauptmann Berger.
Hunter, enemy armored command truck located. Assemble and engage. Watch for armored support units and anti-tank guns. There is the HQ command truck. Engaging. They've got artillery support covering the area.
That should take a good bite out of the enemy command structure.
Infantry command truck is retreating.
Panzertruppen, gut gemacht. With the British infantry support neutralized, 30th Corps is further crippled.
Major General, it's done. All British command vehicles have been destroyed. Objective completed and waiting for new orders.
Excellent, Wolfgang. With 30th Corps command eliminated, the remaining forces in the area will be left in total disarray. Your efforts have ensured the British 30th Corps will never set foot across the Rhine. Assemble the troops and relocate to Oosterbeek in support of your brother Aldrich's effort there.
The Operation Market Garden will soon be no more. Kampfgruppe Lehr has destroyed any hope that British and American forces have of holding on to their foolish ambitions. Despite this, they continue. British paratroopers have dropped on the south side of the Rhine in an effort to save their brothers in Oosterbeek. Like cornered tigers, they will fight hard to draw German blood. This will be their final stand.
Those commandos were the least of our troubles. Stand by for orders.
Another battalion of British paratroopers has established a position across the river in Dreil. They are attempting to cross the river and reinforce the remnants of the 1st Airborne entrenched at Oosterbeek. The paratroopers will be pushing across the river from a number of directions.
Set up your defenses along the points on the river. Here, here, and here. I suggest that we run layers of barbed wire and butterfly mines. We will be defending on two sides. Stay aware of the enemy activities in Oosterbeek as you set up defenses along the river. The enemy will be attempting to establish a line of supply along these paths. Employ a mobile defensive strategy in reaction to the airborne's very tactics. Stand strong and be vigilant, brother. Once we defeat the enemy here, our country will be safe and Holland secure again. We will return home victorious.
Kampfgruppe Lehr at attention. The enemy is still rallying on the opposite shore. Stay ready and prepare defenses. We need barbed wire, mines and anti-infantry weapons lining the beaches. Raft assault. We have enemy boats sighted. Enemy contact in Oosterbeek. Block their advance. They're pinching us from both sides. Make sure to maintain a strong defensive screen along the entire riverbank. Let's cover our asses as best we can. They're trying to cross lower down the river. Adjust the line. We need more firepower. Have the men build gun emplacements overlooking the banks. Their howitzers are putting holes in our defenses. Call up artillery units and destroy their positions if the opportunity presents itself. Commandos are trying to break out of Oosterbeek. They've got armor. Maintain our defenses. Once the raft assault is complete, we can focus on the commandos in Oosterbeek. More rafts! Don't let them through! Crush them! Kampfgruppe, they're attacking en masse! Enemy battle group at the river! We must prevent them from advancing!
The rafts have stopped. It looks like they are giving up.
This is it. The commandos hold up in Oosterbeek are the only thing between us and victory. The main HQ of the resistance is here. We need to maintain the pressure on the forces in Oosterbeek to ensure victory. Your orders, Major General Voss?
Encircle Oosterbeek and engage the remaining commandos. They're desperate, but no less dangerous. Have the armor move in and perhaps they will see reason. Otherwise, crush them. Until all resistance has been neutralized, we cannot assure victory. And without victory here, all will be lost. There will be no going back.
Kampfgruppe at attention. The push from the Rhine has been stopped. We are almost finished here.
Assemble combat troops! Flank the town of Oosterbeek and eliminate or neutralize all remaining forces!
Excellent work, Kampfgruppe Lehr. Operation Market Garden is no more.
He always told me to look after you, brother. You were right. Where have we gone?
Wolfgang, we have done it. Though it appears I have lost my cross.
Sir, I've lost friend, brother, and home. Forgive me if I'm not overjoyed.
Oh, yes, my condolences. Repay your brother with service. Aldrich died for our country.
Tell me, sir, do you honestly believe we still have a country?
I don't know, son. That is for the gods to answer.